When you're managing your data on Fundy Connect, the advanced search function is your best friend. So what this allows us to do is go beyond this very simple keyword and category search that's available to the non-logged in view. And it allows us to start combining different criteria, including and excluding certain things, so that we can get a very specific set of search results, which then allows us to take action on those records or to review them in whatever we need, in whatever way we need to for our purposes. So if you're trying to manage large groups of records, it's nearly impossible to do without having a handle on the advanced search function. So when you're logged in, and make sure you're in Fundy Management View here so that you get all of the functionality that you want, right up at the top, or this main menu bar here below the banner photo, if you click Advanced Search, that's going to open up all of these different fields, these search criteria fields. The first thing you might notice at the top of the page is the page help question mark here. So if you have any specific questions about what any of these fields do or how to use them, you can just go ahead and click that, and it opens this nice big search help page. So you can go through and learn all about the different options and how to use them effectively. So that's great to have. So I'm not going to go too in depth about each one. You can go ahead and play around with the system on your own. That's the best way to learn. And if you have any questions, you can refer to this page help page. So just a brief overview of it. There's lots of different criteria that you can combine, or you can do just one if you wish. So you can go by search term, record number, community, distance away from a certain location, different ages or age ranges, update email requests, like time that has passed since there's been an update request go out, that sort of thing. You can select different publication codes to look for or to exclude. There's all sorts of options. The one that I use the most, and I'd like to point out specifically, is the record owner section. So right here, you can see there's this big, huge scrolling list of all the agencies that are available to choose from in the whole province. So it does sometimes take a little scrolling to find your agency. But oftentimes when we're managing records, we want to first just look at a group of records from one agency, because we might be, either employed by that agency or working on their behalf to take care of their records. So you find the agency code that stands for the agency that you're working for. So in this case, I'll just, for example, pick Municipality of the County of Colchester. Now you can highlight one, or you can highlight more than one. So maybe you are looking for a couple of agencies that are from maybe the same county or something. So you can hold Control down on your keyboard, and then that allows you to select more than one if you want to. Okay, then you can also, like I just mentioned, add publication codes, and same thing. You can click one and then hold Control and click more than one if you wish. If you do start to make it too narrow, sometimes you won't get search results. So it depends on your purpose, but so just use what you need to. These last few options here, you can make some selections around email. So maybe you're checking to see which records don't have emails associated with them. So you could check that off as an option. Public status. This allows you to either include only public records if you just want to see ones that the public can see. You can choose only non-public records, which shows you only ones that are hidden. If you select all records, that shows you both. And if you also click include deleted records, that shows non-public, deleted, and public. So if you do that, you want to make sure that your alert box is on, which is something we'll go through in the next video about display options. You can have an alert box that lets you know that the status of the record, just so you don't get confused. SQL, this is a higher level data management option where you can use sort of a programming language to put in queries to return different lists of records. So we're not going to go over that today. And then you can also add additional fields down here by adding checklists. So you can select from one of these options and then add another field that sort of looks like one of these ones. So it allows you to choose from the fields that are associated with that section, if that makes sense. And then the last two options here are to open your search results in a new window, which I like to do so that it allows me to keep this page open while my search results open in a new tab. So then I can come back to this page if I want to. And I also like to check off display the details of my search, because then at the top of the page of search results, it shows exactly what my criteria was. So if I've made any mistakes, I can easily see what I'd like to change. So once you have selected a criteria or multiple criteria, you just go ahead and click search. And that's going to open for me in a new tab because that's what I asked for. And now I've got my list of records, which I can click to view. So if I click them, they open up. And then I can use my browser button just to go back to my list of results. If you want to keep your list of results as well, you can right click and then click open link in new tab, and that will open the record in a new tab instead of your list, so you can keep your list going. And then the next big thing is to change your display options, which we're going to talk about in the next video. That is sort of the next level of effectiveness for data management. And if you do want to refine your search here, you can click refine search, and you can see what you've searched for up here. You performed a search for this. So if I wanted to change my search, I could either click refine search, or because I left this tab open with my search before, I can just go back here and change it too. So either way works. You can also view these records with the map results function, same as we did when we were a non-logged in user doing the user experience videos. You can click that, and the same thing, it will open up the map on the side, and you just have to zoom in here to see where we are. So all of the same viewing options are available to data managers as to the citizen user. So again, you just click those and it opens, when you click more info, it'll open it over here and you can view that there. So those are all the same. Yeah, so that's the advanced search function, super powerful. And then once we combine it with changing display options, you'll see the power of those two things combined, which is also super helpful.